You're right. It is weird. Any minute now, I'm expecting Den and Ange to come through from the hall.
Pete and your dad playing dominoes in the corner.
All right there. Sharon, this is Lisa Shaw, a friend of mine.
Well, any friend of Mark's? Nice to meet you. Yeah, not so sure everyone feels that way. I don't want any trouble, Peggy.
Neither do I. All I want is a coffee and some lunch. You are still doing lunches, aren't you? Or do we all have to make do with peanuts and pork scratchings these days?
We're doing lunch. Just introduced a new menu, in fact.
Not much of a choice, is there?
I'm sure you'll find something in there that you like.
Well, it certainly won't take me long to read this. I can see why you were so quick to defend her earlier on. Very chummy, Mark.
There you go, Peggy.
Thank you. Oh, dirty cup, dear.
Tracy, get Peggy a fresh one, will you? So, have you been on the square long? About 2.5 years now?
Yeah, must be.
Is Mark the reason?
Sharon.
Well, you don't know if you don't find out, do you? I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Actually, I used to involved with someone else.
Till I kicked you out.
Since you left, you mean?
I'll have orange juice, please, Sharon.
You should tell him. Uncle Harry.
Tell him what?
The way you feel about Peggy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Dad. It's obvious you like her. And all this time he's going on about whipping her away from under your nose.
It's nothing to do with me.
No? Then what if he manages it? What if she goes off with him like he's been saying?
Peggy can make her own mind up. She's perfectly capable of making a choice.
Just so long as she knows she's got a choice.
Skin, I'm not really up for a big night out.
Robbie, I'm not talking about a big night out. I don't know, let's grab an Indian or a Chinese or fish and chips. Whatever. Let's just get out like we used to.
I don't think Azzy would want fish and chips, do you?
Look, I don't care where we go. Let's just get out somewhere, eh? All right.
It's getting to be a habit. You leaping in like that, protecting me.
My right little knight in shining armour.
There's certainly not many men who do what you're doing. Mark, we haven't talked about this since last night.
No,
Is that because you're having second thoughts? I mean, it's okay if you are.
it's not that.
It's all right, I'll understand, I really will. I mean, what we've said, it's too much.
I've been thinking about it, yeah, but it doesn't mean I'm going to go back on my word. There are a few details to sort out.
Like what?
Well, like me and you for a start.
How do you mean?
Well, up to now, everyone's seen us as just mates. I think that's all we've been. But now we've got to try and convince people that we're a couple.
Well, Sharon didn't seem to have a problem with the idea.
There's a thing about you getting pregnant in double quick time.
I mean, it takes once, Mark. Half a dozen girls in the old school could tell you that.
And then there's my health. That does make things a little bit more difficult, you know.
You having HIV don't automatically mean the baby will have it. We just tell people we were lucky.
We'd have been taking a hell of a risk having unprotected sex.
So we got carried away.
Yeah. I suppose most people would just about buy that.
Most people.
But not me mum. What's the name of that?
Oh, Jim's supposed to be doing the fetching and carrying, wherever he is.
No trouble.
Thanks. Well, you're in a better mood. You weren't exactly too nice to Lisa earlier on.
It's over between me and Lisa.
And didn't you let her know it? I wonder everyone's so wary of you these days.
He's off.
I've got eyes. Everyone gives you this really wide berth.
I ain't like that.
Yes, you are. Do you know the worst thing? I reckon you enjoy it.
Makes you wonder how me and you got onto her, doesn't it?
Well, that was then. You were different. But if there is any of the old Bill Mitchell left, I could do with a favour.